Hey guys, I just wanted to jump on here and show you real quick how I layer my hair. I've been cutting my own hair for about 5 years now. I got tired of letting other people cut my hair and then having them cut too much off or just completely butcher it. So I watched some YouTube videos and figured out how to layer my own hair. Ideally, you don't want to cut it dry, but that's how I prefer to cut my hair. So I'm going to show you really quick how I do it. So I start at the top of my ears and I separate both sides. And then I just pin up the top of it. And then separate it in the middle and pull it out in front. And then you can see it's just generally a small section. So I use my hair cutting scissors and I use like the back V right here. Don't use the tip of it. And you want to cut at a down angle. So just cut it like this. And if this is your first time cutting your own hair, I would suggest cutting off a little bit and coming back and cutting off more later, because it's easier to cut off more than it is to put it back on. So then when you cut the other side, do the same thing. And make sure that you're doing the shorter piece in the front, like right behind your ear, and the longer piece with the hair down here behind your neck. Otherwise you're gonna have it backwards and it's gonna look funny on the back of your neck. And then when you cut it, when you think that you're done with this section, I prefer to try to lay it out and measure just roughly. Your hair is layered, so it doesn't have to be perfect, but make sure that the inside pieces and the outside pieces are about the same length. Otherwise, it will be noticeable in the back when you're done if it's too far off. And I'm going to fix this side really quick because the end's a little bit longer on the side. And then I just take another section. And even though my hair is parted on the side, until I get up to the very top, I always part it in the middle. So I just take another section, starting at about eyebrow length. And then separate it in the middle and the back again. I prefer to brush it each time that I section it out. My hair, I kind of wait too long to cut it, so it ends up with split ends, so it gets a little bit snarled, so I have to brush it before I can cut it. And then this piece, I usually start making the front a little bit shorter than the bottom layer, so that way when you get all the way done, the layers are shorter and shorter on each piece. Sometimes I don't layer it so much. Sometimes I make it a little bit more like straight across, because if you layer it a lot and the front here is a lot shorter than the back, when you go to braid it, it will kind of have a bunch of like little wispies that poke out everywhere because there's so many layers to it.
Everybody knows, yeah, everybody knows.
So again, take the inside pieces and kind of measure them and make sure they're generally the same length. And then the ends. So this side's a little bit shorter, so I'm going to make it a little bit shorter in here. And it doesn't have to be perfect. I mean, it's layered, so you're not really going to notice a whole lot of difference. But if it is too different on both sides, when your hair is like laying flat on your back, it will be pretty noticeable. And then when I do the top, because my hair is parted on the side, I like to part it where it naturally is parted. And if you feel like your hair, like you cut it too straight, like right here, if you look, it looks really, really straight right there. You can always take your scissors and cut up into your hair like this, and it will kind of give it more of a layered, choppy look, so it doesn't look like you just cut it straight across. You can see my hair's already layered from when I normally cut it. It's just getting really long. I haven't cut it for a while. I typically only cut my hair about twice a year. I would definitely suggest using actual hair cutting scissors and scissors that are sharp. If you use dull scissors, it's not going to turn out very well. So as you can see on this side, my layer starts up here. It's a little bit lower on this side, so I'm just going to cut a little bit more off this side. And then this is how it looks when it's done. And I cut off a lot of hair. I mean, I cut off a lot of hair when I do mine, because I wait so long to cut it. But like I said, if this is the first time you've cut your hair or you haven't done it too many times, I would definitely suggest cutting off a little bit at first and then cutting off more after you get a little bit comfortable with the technique. But even if you mess up, the good thing about hair is that it grows back. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. Thank you for watching.